In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on April 10, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Anaheim Ducks versus Carolina Hurricanes. The Anaheim Ducks travel to take on the Carolina Hurricanes with an overall record of 28-32. Placing them 6th in the Pacific. On the season, the Ducks have a below .500 record on the road. In 34 games, they have a record of 12-15-7. Heading into the game, Anaheim has played well versus Eastern Conference opponents, sitting at 13-8. The Carolina Hurricanes host the Anaheim Ducks with an overall record of 46-18. Placing them 1st in the Metropolitan. On the season, the Hurricanes have been tough in their 37 home games, posting a record of 26-7-4. Heading into the game, Carolina has also taken advantage of playing Western Conference opponents, sitting at 21-5. On the season, the Carolina Hurricanes have a per-game scoring differential of 0.9. Even when playing at home, the team is winning games by an average margin of 0.69 goals. As the Carolina Hurricanes get set to take on the Ducks, they have a below .500 record over their past 5 games, going 2-3. During this stretch, they have scored 13 goals, accounting for 52% of the scoring in these contests. If the Hurricanes hope to break out of their slump, they need to pick up their offensive play. During this stretch, they have outscored their average of 2.38 goals just 2 times. On the other side, the Anaheim Ducks have a per-game scoring differential of -0.46. Things haven't gone any better on the road, as they are losing road games by an average of -0.76 goals. As the Anaheim Ducks get set to take on the Hurricanes, they have a below .500 record over their past 5 games, going 1-4. During this stretch, they have scored 12 goals, accounting for 43% of the scoring in these contests. The Anaheim Ducks continue to have issues on the road and stringing wins together overall, and I doubt things are going to change with them on the end of a back-to-back. The Carolina Hurricanes have the rest advantage, and they've been tough to bet against at home all season long. The Ducks have indeed had success against the Canes over the years, but these are different teams this time around, and the schedule spot does Anaheim no favors. Look for the Hurricanes to take care of business at home, so the Carolina Hurricanes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Coming into this game, the Ducks have an over-under record of 34-35-3. However, when playing on the road, the over has fared better, going 18-15-1. On the season, 51% of Anaheim's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 45% of the scoring coming from the Ducks. Coming into this game, the Hurricanes have an over-under record of 33-39. When playing at home, the over is hitting less than half the time, going 14-23. On the season, 50% of Carolina's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 58% of the scoring coming from the Hurricanes. The Ducks are averaging 2.74 goals per game and 2.88 goals per game on the road. They average 2.33 goals per game in their last 3 games against the Hurricanes, with Carolina giving up 2.38 goals per game. The Ducks will be held under their average in this game. The Hurricanes are averaging 3.29 goals per game and 3.24 goals per game at home. They averaged 1.67 goals per game in their last 3 games against the Ducks. Even though Anaheim is giving up 3.18 goals per game, the Hurricanes won't score enough goals to push the score. The Ducks and Hurricanes played under the total in 5 of their last 6 meetings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Dallas Stars versus Chicago Blackhawks. The Dallas Stars will head to the United Center on Sunday evening to take on the Chicago Blackhawks in a Central Division game. The Stars are 5th in the Central Division and are riding a 2-game losing streak after losing at home to the New Jersey Devils on Saturday. The Blackhawks are 7th in the Central Division and are riding a 6-game losing streak after a 2-0 home loss against the Seattle Kraken on Thursday. Dallas will be smarting from their most recent performance, which saw them lose to the NHL's 4th worst team by a 3-1 score on Saturday. Now in their second game in as many nights, they are playing the league's 7th worst side and look likely to bounce back to winning ways. Jill Pawlowski should be able to lead the way and help limit Patrick Kane's impact on the game as the Stars continue their playoff push. Dallas also won both games this season against Chicago and are the better defensive team. The Stars are giving up 2.93 goals allowed per game, while the Blackhawks are allowing 3.48 goals per game. The Stars have won 4 of the previous 5 games against one another. I get the case to be made for a home underdog in certain spots, but the Stars are the only team with anything of any sort to play for here besides pride. Chicago has the talent, but they haven't put it together this season, and the Blackhawks are just playing out the string at this point. Without a question, the Stars desperately need this win, as they are neck and neck with the Vegas Golden Knights, who are coming off a win themselves. In the race for a wild card spot, the importance of this game is too high for Dallas to lose again. They are indeed a road team on a back-to-back, but they should be on high alert, and the Blackhawks aren't a good enough team to fully take advantage of a potentially tired Stars outfit. The Stars are just the better team playing better hockey, so the Dallas Stars money line is our full game side pick. Chicago has lots of offensive talent, led by Patrick Kane, Alex DeBrincat, and offensive defenseman Seth Jones. However, they have been atrocious at finding the net all year and currently ranked 29th overall in goal scoring, with an average of 2.6 goals per game. Playing a shutdown team like Dallas means they won't be finding much offensively. Dallas isn't much better, as they also average under 3 goals per game. The Chicago Blackhawks have been one of the worst teams in the league over the past 2 weeks. They aren't scoring enough goals to keep themselves alive. Chicago has only averaged 2.59 goals per game this season, and I see them having even less in this game. The Dallas Stars are strong enough defensively to stop this weak offense. The Stars are only allowing 2.97 goals per game and 30.9 shots. The Hawks have a very poor offense, and this defense will be able to hold them. The Blackhawks will only score a goal if they are lucky, and the Stars won't score more than 3 or 4. This will be a low-scoring, defensive battle throughout this game, and neither offense is performing at a high enough level to push the total. Even with Dallas playing a weak team like Chicago, I don't see them scoring much. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Winnipeg Jets versus Ottawa Senators. The Jets are in the midst of a losing streak at the wrong time and look to get back in the win column facing the Senators, who have been eliminated from the playoffs. The Jets have lost 4 in a row, and the streak could not be at a worse time. The team is 7 points out of the last playoff spot with 10 games to play, so they need a killer finish to make the postseason. The team's weakness on the season has been a defense that is giving up an average of 3.07 goals per game, and they have given up 18 goals in their last 4 games. After winning 3 in a row, the Senators have lost their last 2 games and were throttled in their last game. They have the 4th fewest points in the Eastern Conference and will be watching the playoffs from home this season. Ottawa has struggled on both sides of the ice on the season, and in losing their last 2 games only totaled 3 goals. Although Ottawa has already been eliminated from playoff contention, the Senators can play a role in who makes the postseason. Ottawa has defeated Winnipeg in 4 out of the last 5 meetings between the two. Winnipeg is struggling at the moment, having lost each of its last 4, and the Jets have lost 5 of the last 7 when playing against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. I get the case to be made for the Jets for some, as the Jets need a win to stay in the playoff fight. But the Jets have needed those wins for the last few games and haven't managed to get them. Ottawa's just playing out the string as well, but they've been able to pull off decent upsets at home. However, the Senators have dominated Winnipeg of late, not only winning the last 3 meetings, but winning 5 of the last 7 overall. So the Ottawa Senators to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. These teams combined for 7 goals in the March contest. Winnipeg has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games on the road, while Ottawa has gone over in 5 of their last 7 overall. One stat to pay attention to is that Winnipeg has not been as good in keeping opponents out of their net on the road. They have a 3.1 goals against average overall, but a 3.23 away from Winnipeg. The Jets have had issues on the defensive side of the ice all season, and in losing their last 4 games have given up 18 goals. On top of that, they gave up 5 goals in the lone matchup with the Senators this season. Ottawa will get some goals in this game, but their defense will also give up a few. The team only ranks 23rd in the league, giving up an average of 3.24 goals per game. Defense has been an issue for both teams as of late, but both can score as well, and I think this game ends up as a 4-3 game whichever way you slice it at the very least. This game will be a high-scoring one similar to the first meeting between these teams. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.